Alchemists in Europe spent centuries chasing a specific fantasy, a stone that could instantly transmute raw iron into pure gold. In central India, accounts of this transformation appear across several centuries, treated by regional chronicles as actual events rather than folklore. These accounts center on an exact geographic location, the thick forests of Mandu and the sprawling basin of the Narmada River. The paper trail for this object is surprisingly formal. The British traveler Thomas Coriat documented the stone's existence in a 1616 dispatch. The Mughal Emperor Jahangir even dedicated space to it in his official autobiography. Over a span of several centuries, different people in this region stumbled across the exact same object. Yet in every documented case, the person who found the stone lost it almost immediately. The real mystery isn't just where the stone is now, but why the act of finding the ultimate prize seems to guarantee its eventual loss. The earliest record begins with a poor grass cutter working deep in the Mandu forests. He struck a strange, unpolished rock with his rusted iron sickle, and the blade instantly turned to solid gold. Terrified of what he thought was dark magic, he took the tool to a local blacksmith named Mandal Lohar. Recognizing the pure metal, the blacksmith kept the golden sickle, handed the terrified man a regular iron one, and quietly returned to the forest to claim the stone for himself. Mandal Lohar became incredibly rich, lending money to kings. When he grew old, he arranged his daughter's marriage to a wealthy prince. For her dowry, instead of traditional gold and silver, he gave his daughter a simple velvet pouch containing the dull, heavy rock. On the journey home, the prince confronted his new wife, furious that his wealthy father-in-law had failed to provide a lavish display of jewels. When she revealed the ugly, mud-colored stone, his ego flared. He felt mocked. Blinded by insulted pride, the prince grabbed the rock and hurled it directly into the rushing currents of the Narmada River. By the time his weeping wife explained what he had just thrown away, the stone was gone. The prince's obsession with the outward appearance of wealth blinded him to the actual source of it. Decades later, the Mughal Empire controlled the region. Emperor Akbar's massive war elephant, Gadawar, was traversing the exact same river basin. Gadawar was so powerful he had to be restrained with thick iron chains. As the elephant waded through the water, dragging those heavy links across the rocky riverbed, the metal hit something beneath the surface and instantly shifted into bright, gleaming gold. When Emperor Akbar heard the news, he deployed the full might of his military. He assumed that because he commanded the empire, he could simply order the river to yield the stone. Thousands of soldiers and laborers were sent into the water. They smashed boulders, excavated the mud, and attempted to alter the river's flow. Despite tearing the landscape apart, they found nothing. Akbar's failure proved a hard limit on absolute authority. A monarch can command an army, but political power cannot conquer the physics of the natural world. By the early 18th century, the landscape was controlled by the Pindari warlords, a ruthless faction that dominated the shores of the Narmada. During a skirmish along the riverbank, a warlord named Durda Pindari swung his heavy iron axe. It struck a stone on the ground. After the battle cleared, he realized his primary weapon was now solid gold. He took the axe to a local jeweler, who confirmed the metal was pure. That single confirmation broke the warlord's mind. The promise of infinite, effortless wealth completely consumed him. Driven into a frantic obsession, Durga ordered 2,500 of his own cavalrymen directly into the river. They violently churned the rapids with their horses, tearing up the riverbed in a desperate, entirely futile search. The stone never reappeared. The warlord traded his sanity and the strength of his entire cavalry for a magical shortcut that ultimately gave him nothing. Physics dictates a simple reality. Converting iron to gold through physical contact is chemically impossible. Yet across 3 historical timelines, entirely different classes, blacksmiths, emperors, and warlords, marshaled extreme resources to chase this impossible phenomenon in the same river basin. The Paris Pathar acts as a mirror for the people who seek it, reflecting a specific flaw, the destructive illusion of an unearned shortcut to power. The local folklore carries a specific warning about the stone. Wealth bypassing the natural rules of labor and value brings a curse upon whoever holds it. The Paris Pathar's only proven alchemy is its ability to turn sane men into madmen, a dark secret the Narmada River still silently guards today.